Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today, this is the Playbook podcast, and today, your host Trey Griffith and
Andrew Ambrose.
we'll be talking about sports news all around the world. And our first topic will be, what was our first topic?
I believe it was the NFL.
All right, we had to switch it up. We had to switch that interview up. All right, so we're talking about the NFL. Let me go look at the Titans score real quick. Oh no, you're actually
Watching the game right now.
Titans Jaguars playing right now. Titans up 10-7.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us a little bit about that. You want to?
Josh Dobbs right now is playing like Ryan Tannehill has never played before. He's done better than Ryan Tannehill has at any game ever. Treylon Burks has done really good this game. Derrick Henry, 70 yards, like 18 carries already. Trevor Lawrence is looking pretty good right now too. But our defense, we already had a fumble.
Titans. I went to a game a few weeks ago on Christmas Eve, and that was the Texans game. That was a pretty good game, but like the Titans didn't win.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not a Titans fan. I just came for a good game. It was a good game though. I'll tell you what though, it was cold, but everybody like in between halftime and stuff would go to the bathrooms. The bathrooms were where it's at. It was warm in the bathrooms. The Chiefs clinched seed 1 in the AFC, which I think that means they're going to play in a neutral site for the AFC Championship, I believe.
Yeah, if they play the Bills or the Bengals.
Which is probably going to happen. It's going to be 2 of them 3 teams in the AFC Championship.
Mm-hmm.
DeMar Hamlin did they have Thursday Night Football?
No, it was Monday night football.
I know, but was there a Thursday night game this week?
No, there was not.
So then the last football game we had was that game then. I mean, I think he can talk now, I think. Or he posted something on his Instagram like, thank you for all the prayers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
His GoFundMe has surpassed $8 million.
Dang.
I'm pretty sure. Could be more by now. Oh, the Buccaneers clinched NFC South over my Panthers. That made me sad. But have you seen the playoff scenario for the 7th seed?
No.
So if the Packers win, they get the 7th seed.
Okay.
If the Seahawks win, and the Lions win, the Seahawks get the 7th seed. If the Lions win and the Seahawks lose, the Lions get it. So it's either Lions, Packers, Seahawks. Get it. And the Seahawks play the Rams, and the Packers and Lions play each other. This could be Sean McVay's last season for the Rams.
That's kind of tricky. I don't think he should, but I don't know. He's a great coach. He has so much potential. He could win another Super Bowl with any other team right now.
That is true. What was I going to say? Oh, Sean Payton, the Saints are allowing the Broncos to interview him, but I'm pretty sure they had to do a trade to get him.
Really?
Yes, and that the Saints won a first-round pick.
Dang.
He was a good head coach.
Was he under contract?
Yeah, like they still have his rights. That's why they have to trade him.
Dang.
The Chiefs beat the Raiders today. Did you see that play? If you put
Which
it
one?
in, put the play in. But the ring around the rosy play, they went in a circle. You seen it?
I did. It was cool.
Just play for the viewers real quick.
Back. Look at this. I've never seen that before in my life. A little carousel, kick it to Patrick, back throw, a throwback screen. And they call Tony on the hold.
Yeah, that play was pretty cool, honestly. Andy Reid said after the game that like the players came up with that play basically, and that he just thought it would be fun. And it was fun. Last game of the season. Why not? I mean, in that formation, you had Patrick Mahomes at fullback, had a little flea flicker, and got the touchdown. It's a pretty good play. So the playoffs. Who do you think's gonna win the playoffs? Who do you think is gonna go make it to the Super Bowl?
Honestly, the Cowboys are like the dark horse right here. They're the fifth seed. I think they're gonna stay the fifth seed. Hopefully not, but Cowboys have been looking pretty fire right now. Their rush offense is insane. CeeDee Lamb's
they're
had a
looking
great
pretty
season.
good. They're looking pretty good, but who are they?
Cowboys. They're the Cowboys.
Exactly.
Hey, Sean Payton to the Cowboys.
No, they have a good coach.
He's not good enough though.
Bro, that's not what's stopping them. It's Dak and Ezekiel.
It is Dak, yeah.
Suck. I think it's who do you think? AFC?
AFC, it's Chiefs, no matter what. I think it's Chiefs all the way.
I got Vikings, Bills.
Mm.
Little Stephon Diggs matchup.
Oh yeah.
And where's the Super Bowl being played? Is it Arizona?
Yeah, I think it's Arizona.
Okay, that's what I thought. I think so. I'm pretty sure it is. We got the draft coming up. I think Will Anderson will be the first overall pick.
Yeah, Bears won't draft a QB.
Well, the Bears don't have the first pick.
Well, if the Texans win, but that probably won't happen.
And the Bears are going to get Jalen Carter, I think. And then I think the Colts will end up getting Justin Fields or Bryce Young. Probably Bryce Young.
You said Justin Fields or Bryce Young.
Bro, you said the Bears, and I was thinking Ohio State and Bears. When you said Bears and Ohio, all right, my fault. CJ Stroud. I didn't understand what I was saying either. CJ Stroud or Bryce Young, probably Bryce Young though. I think I don't know where the Panthers would have a pick. But dude, what's the score on the Titans game?
It is 13-7 at halftime.
Dang. Joshua Dawson will get the Titans into the playoffs. Will they be a 4 seed? Correct?
Yeah, 4 seed.
4 seed. Okay.
And we'll be playing the Ravens, and the Ravens might not have Lamar.
Oh no, I saw someone that said he's strongly probably going to play in the first round. Injured or not injured, I think he should.
Yeah.
That's what good players do.
Mm-hmm.
College football playoffs. I mean, what a new year. It's our background, but the Ohio State Georgia game, oh my gosh. As soon as the ball dropped in that side of the country, Ohio State missed the kick. Have you seen that? Go ahead.
He missed that. When he was walking onto the field, he had already missed the kick. He didn't even have to play. Any other position player would have kicked that better by a bunch.
Bro had his meter in Madden all the way to the left. That was a good game. Georgia did make that comeback. Then TCU and Michigan, gun showdown, a shootout, back to back. Like, it was just nonstop. There was 2 targeting calls that got overturned, one in each game.
It was terrible. Did you see the USC and Tulane one too?
Yeah.
It was terrible, but I don't even know what targeting is anymore after those.
I think and the Marvin Harrison, I'm pretty sure, has a concussion now. So how can you have a concussion but it not be head-to-head contact?
For real?
Helmet to helmet. That makes I don't know. I don't understand the medical stuff on that. Hold up, I dropped my AirPod. But yeah, TCU, Georgia, gonna be the national championship in 2 days. Who do you think wins that?
Georgia.
Georgia.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I've been a fan. Okay, so at first of the season, I was a Kansas fan, and then when TCU beat Kansas, I was like, I kind of started liking TCU. I'm not trying to be. I know everybody's been hopping on the TCU bandwagon though. It's like, who won it? Honestly, they're underdog story. They weren't even in the top 25.
I know.
the quarterback became a Heisman finalist. But I hope TCU wins, but I think Georgia will go away.
Yeah, I agree.
25-year-old Stetson Bennett win a college national championship. That USC Tulane game though, and they caught the ball. That was amazing.
What they score
Tulane,
what they score like 16 points in 4 minutes?
something like that. They what happened was they had a touchdown, I think. Yeah, a touchdown, and then they kicked it off. The USC returner kind of messed it up. It was like at the 1 yard line. Then they got the safety. Tulane got the ball back. My fault. Scored last few seconds. Won the game. They were 2-10 last season. Now they were 12-2. Biggest turnaround in college football history.
Yes, sir.
That was awesome. The Purdue got their butts kicked by LSU.
Yeah.
I went to the Birmingham Bowl. That was a pretty good bowl game. Eastern Carolina, Coastal Carolina. Good bit of fans for it being two teams from North and South Carolina. Bama, did you like how they played?
Oh yeah. It was they were down 10-0. They were on a 45-10 run.
I mean, 10-0 is not that big of a deficit injury.
I mean, in the first quarter.
I guess it's not that big of a deficit. It's a big deficit though. It's a medium-sized deficit.
Yeah, I'd probably say it's average.
I mean, it's 2 possessions, but Tennessee beat Clemson.
Yes.
In the Orange Bowl, the 2 orange teams.
I think Clemson and Tennessee are going to have very good seasons next year.
I mean, Clemson lost their quarterback though.
But Klubnik, you know the Klubnik dude? That's why he left, because the backup was better.
Went to Oregon State. And then his brother's going to Oregon. I think he's like a running back or something. I'm not sure. I'm not sure though. So we both think Georgia will win the national championship? That will be in a few days. Next, we got college basketball.
Purdue lost to Rutgers. Huge upset.
I'm gonna talk about my team first. We both of our teams play today. We're up 11 at halftime on number 13 Arkansas. It's a big game for us. Past few years, Auburn and Arkansas became a rivalry in basketball. Last year, we were on a 19-game winning streak. And we went at Arkansas. They had a 19-point comeback and then stormed the court, and the coach even took his shirt off. So this is a big game for us. We're at halftime right now, about 11. I think if we win this game, we're number 22. We beat a number 13 team. TCU lost earlier today to Iowa State, which is another team ranked ahead of us. I think we could possibly move up into maybe the top 15 again, hopefully. That's about Bama.
Bama blew out Kentucky today. It was like 70-50 something or 40 something.
It was the biggest deficit to Bama in Kansas basketball history. I mean Kentucky, bro. I say Kansas, Kentucky basketball history.
And then the Oscar Thwashawaba guy was held to Oscar Thwebe. He was held to 0 points at halftime. 0 points.
He was the player of the year last year.
I know. Mark Sears is one of the best players this year. He's so explosive some games.
No, he went to Muscle Shoals. Then he went to Academy in Ohio to get stronger. Arizona lost to Washington State today. Did you see that? Number 5 Arizona lost by 13 points to Washington State. Baylor lost to Kansas State in overtime by 97-95. The Missouri Vanderbilt game, I was watching that today. Missouri only won by 3 against Vanderbilt. Duke only beat Boston College by 1. Who's the number 1 team in that? Is it still Purdue?
Yeah, still Purdue.
They're pretty good this year. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
They're really good. Yeah, they beat Ohio State the other day. And Ohio State's always good. I think that's who's gonna get Bronny. I think Bronny's gonna go to Ohio State. Speaking of basketball, did you see what LeBron said last night? He had an ESPN one-on-one interview.
Nah.
He said they asked him. You can put this in here. They asked him, with you about to surpass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, what are some other goals that you want to do before you retire? And he said the icing on the cake would be to play would be for him and Bronny in the same jersey on the floor at the same time. Would be the icing on the cake that he wants. I think that's the perfect ending, in my opinion, for LeBron's legacy. Him and Bronny winning an NBA championship in Cleveland.
Yes, that would be fine.
That's the perfect ending, and I want to see it as a LeBron fan. I want to see it happen so bad. Him and Bronny winning a chip in Cleveland.
Yeah.
I mean, oh my gosh. Talking about NBA, I got the Houston Rockets Jabari Smith jersey on. NBA. Let's just go ahead and move to the NBA. I got a lot to talk about in the NBA. A lot. So first, Donovan Mitchell scoring 71 points. My God.
Where did that come from?
One of the best performances of it's. All right, so there's just like this thing where like it puts everything, like every single stat involved, just like for your impact on the game, and it's like the highest. Luka and Donovan Mitchell both had the top 6. They were both in the top. Luka was number 6 and Donovan Mitchell was 3, I think, in the top performances of all time. And there's like a score, like if you get like a score of 50, like only 20 players have gotten a score of 50 before. And Donovan Mitchell had like 52 and Luka had like 51. I mean, Donovan Mitchell had 71 points with 11 assists. That is crazy.
He was responsible for 91 points that game. 91.
I mean, that is crazy. Honestly, that is so crazy. And then Luka 60-20, first 60-20 triple-double.
That was unbelievable.
I think Luka and Tatum will be the MVP race.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Celtics are doing amazing too.
So are the Nets. They're 16-3.
Yes, Nets are doing so amazing. That's not their record.
No, but like in the last 19 games.
Yeah, I was about to say. My Lakers play the Kings tonight at 9, actually, in like 19 minutes. Lakers aren't doing so good, but LeBron's having an amazing season. I mean, he's doing better. He's averaging more points, rebounds, and assists than he was his second year at the Heat. Like
wow.
that was like when people were saying he was in his prime. Zion's out again for another rest. I think I don't know how long it is.
I think it's like right before the All-Star breaks when he's coming back.
Yeah, but he's not gonna be playing the All-Star.
Yeah,
I mean, rehabbing, but he's not gonna have a full season ever in his career. My gosh. Speaking of All-Stars, who you got as your starters for each? We both go with West first. You share your way.
Luka, Curry, LeBron. I would put Zion, but I guess he's gonna fall out of the rankings for that. I'd put AD there too, but he's injured. Shoot. I put Jokic.
Yeah, Jokic. Just who would you put at that third forward?
I don't know.
I'm about to vote right now, actually.
If I'm voting for Russell Westbrook.
LeBron, Jokic. Okay, so the top 5 points per game for forwards is LeBron, then AD, which AD, when he is injured, he's an MVP.
Yeah.
Okay, it's LeBron, AD, then Zion and AD are hurt, then Jokic, then Laurie Mark again. I mean, he's having an amazing season, but honestly, I'm not putting him as a starter. I mean, I think you gotta go Paul George.
Really?
I think I'd go Paul George there. I mean, let's see his stats real quick. He's 24 points, 5 assists, 6 rebounds per game. Or Cat, maybe. He's 21 points, 5 assists, 8 rebounds. Speaking of Cat and Timberwolves, Rudy Gobert. Speaking of Cat, Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert had 25 points and 21 rebounds last night.
Dang, he's had a terrible season though. Shea had 34 blocks and Rudy Gobert had 34 blocks this season.
Gilgeous
Both had
Alexander?
Yeah. Oh, Shea would be one of my starters maybe. If you could put like Luka at the 3.
No. It's backcourt and then forwards. It's weird. Yeah, I'd put Paul George, honestly. And then Luka and then Curry. Who would you put at that last?
I'd probably put Laurie just because of the votes in general. He's gonna get more votes, so he'll be the starter.
Then for East, Donovan Mitchell or Trae Young.
Yeah, that's pretty simple.
That's the backcourt.
And then Tatum,
Embiid,
Durant.
Embiid, Tatum, and Durant. I don't know. No, I'm doing Embiid, Giannis. I'm doing Tatum, Giannis, and KD.
Oh yeah, yeah. Dang, that's crazy.
I'm leaving out Embiid.
Joel Embiid's not even gonna be a starter this year.
Honestly, KD, it should be Tatum, Giannis, and Embiid.
Mm-hmm.
But KD is going to be the All-Star captain.
Yeah. That's weird though. How do you have an MVP candidate not in the starting lineup for an All-Star? Like he can't be in the lineup because KD's gonna get it.
It's kind of goofy. Let me look at I think they posted it the other night. Let me go on Twitter real quick of like the leaders for the East front court. It's front court is Kevin Durant with 3 million votes, 3.1 million. Giannis with 2 point. He's basically got 3 million almost. Giannis got 3 million. Then is Embiid with 2.2 million, and then it's Tatum with 2.1 million.
Yo, Tatum literally he's gonna be the top 2 MVP.
It's literally them 4 that. Those are the only 4 you could even put at the front court as the starters.
Yeah,
but them 4 are gonna make the All Stars, and then I think as your I don't know how many backup front courts you get, but I think you just put, which this is in order actually, Butler, Pascal, and Kuzma.
I'm low key. I'm putting Kyrie Irving at the point guard starting position.
You are?
Yeah, he's been doing crazy.
I don't know. I like Trey. I think Donovan Mitchell should get in. Trae Young's doing pretty good too. But then next is 477,000 Jimmy Butler. These dudes aren't even like the top 4 front courts have over 2 million, and then 5 through 10 is not even 1 million. Okay, then the guards, 2 million votes for Kyrie, 1.6 from Donovan Mitchell, 1.1 from James Harden, 1 million from Jaylen Brown, and then the rest don't even have 1 million. Trae Young, that's the top 5. Trae Young doesn't have 1 million. And then for the West, LeBron, 3. Okay, hold on. Let me see who has more votes, LeBron or KD?
LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron has 50,000 more votes.
That's not even that much.
Honestly. So the front court is LeBron, Jokic, Anthony Davis, and Zion, then Andrew Wiggins.
Andrew Wiggins?
So it would be LeBron, Jokic, and Andrew Wiggins because Zion and AD aren't going to play. And then the guards are Curry, then Luka, then Ja, then SGA, then Clay. Then
is
Russ,
Booker even in there?
Then Dame, then Booker.
Dang, dude.
Booker should be over. Booker should low key be number 5 over Clay and Russ and Dame.
Yeah. And no one's voting for him. That's hilarious.
So then we got the MVP race.
This is one of the most tough things ever because Luka, when
think
he's
Lucas
not
will win
in.
it. That's the end of the debate.
I think that's what I think. But he's also gets injured all the time, so that's kind of something that you got to think about. Tatum's getting it healthy.
Right now, all right. This is right now the season end. Lucas winning MVP.
Yep.
Russ is winning 6th man of the year.
Mhm.
Rookie.
Paulo's
of the year.
getting rookie. Yeah.
Who would win most improved?
Tyrese Halliburton.
Lauri
Yeah.
Markkanen?
Mhm.
Lauri Markkanen.
One of those two.
And then we got coach of the year. Probably the Celtics coach or the Nets coach
Mhm.
Then what's defensive player of the year?
Yeah. Probably Giannis. Something like that.
Maybe. I hope the 3-point contest this year is going to be good.
Yeah.
Curry. I want both the Splash Brothers in it. Curry,
Bro,
Clay. I want Curry, Clay, Donovan Mitchell, Trae Young.
You know Yuta Watanabe, the Nets player?
Him. He's pretty good. Kyrie. Bring back Kyle Korver.
Yo. He'd still be in the top 5 too if he was doing it.
Yeah. And then for dunk contest, give me Aaron Gordon, Zach LaVine, Zion Williamson. That's an ideal dunk contest. And then I would say Dwight Howard.
John Morant.
John Morant. Oh my gosh. And then Bam Adebayo. I feel like he'd be good.
Yeah.
I feel like
Imagine watching Ja and Zion go at it at a dunk contest.
But nobody watches the skills thing.
Yeah.
The Rising Stars. Hope Walker Kessler's a starter. He's doing pretty good this year for the Jazz. Do you think Paulo will make the All-Stars? Maybe.
Yeah, I think he'll be a reserve. He's really good.
It'd be good if he's actually pretty good.
He'd be the first to ever do that since Blake Griffin in like 2008 or something like that.
I just wonder how Chet's gonna do. You know,
dude, I'm a Thunder fan too.
I think Victor's gonna end up being like Bobo. That's what everybody's saying.
Thank you everybody for watching. This is the Playbook Podcast with your host Andrew Ambrose and your host
Trey Griffith.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching and peace out.
Peace out. Had to hit that.